The single most important element of building your email list is your lead magnet. You actually need to have a really good reason for someone to opt in to your list. People aren't going to sign up to your mailing list for no reason. They're not going to sign up, to stay in the know or to get updates or to hear from you once a quarter. People don't want a newsletter. People want value. I don't know about you, but I don't give away my email unless I think there's a fair value exchange. Now, just to be super clear, a lead magnet is a freebie. It's a valuable resource. It could be a template, an ebook, a cheat sheet, a webinar, a quiz. It's something of value that you offer to your dream clients in exchange for their name and email. You don't need to get any other details, just name and email. It's really something free that helps your client to get a dream result that they're looking for. So if you don't have a lead magnet, or even if you do have one, but it isn't performing well, these 3 simple strategies will ensure that you can boost your email list quick, smart. So let's dive in. There are 3 key factors to consider in order to create a click-worthy lead magnet. Number 1, it needs to be specific and niche, meaning it shouldn't be so broad and trying to deliver too many results or speak to too many people. The most compelling lead magnets speak specifically to the pain points and desires of one niche, not 5, not 2, one niche. Think of it like the difference between a cannonball and a sniper. If you use a cannon, as you do, just a regular Tuesday, you might hit your target, but it's highly likely that you'll also hit some other stuff around it, right? Other things that maybe you didn't intend to hit. But if you use a sniper, you have a clear, precise target and you shoot for that. Your lead magnet should be the same. It needs to speak to one pain point or desire that your ideal client has, and it needs to deliver a fast result. One mistake I see a lot of people make when they build out a lead magnet is they come to me and they're like, Laura, I've put every single thing I know into a 50-page ebook and nobody is downloading it. And my response is always the same. Listen, you're overwhelming people. Do you think people want to sit down and read a 50-page document? It sounds like homework. Nobody's going to want to read that. So we want to make sure that our lead magnet is specific enough so that you can actually deliver an awesome result for your people, but it also needs to deliver a fast result, a quick win. That's why templates are awesome. That's why webinars are great, because it's actually what is the tangible outcome that people are going to experience. Do not, and I repeat this, do not try to share every single thing you know about your topic. Do not do that, because people don't want to hear that. It's going to overwhelm them. Strategy number 2 is your lead magnet needs to demonstrate value and authority. So it shouldn't be something that people could just Google and find out for themselves. It needs to have an element of your IP, your unique process, or your framework in it in order to be really successful. It needs to be valuable, it needs to be relevant to your audience, but it also needs to position you as the go-to in this space. You need to be positioned as the expert. So we want to make sure that our lead magnet positions us as like, hey, you can trust me in this space. So the final element to create a really compelling lead magnet, it needs to hook and sell. There needs to be a really strong result from the lead magnet. And that's why being specific about your niche and about the result actually helps you a lot. Let me give you an example. One of our clients, she is a skin therapist, and she helps a lot of people with a lot of different skin concerns, pigmentation, acne, rosacea, you name it. If she were creating a lead magnet and she were trying to speak to everyone, she might say something like, hey, here's a 7-step guide to improve your skin. What would be more valuable and more of a hook would be like, cure your acne in 7 days. See how much more specific that is. See how much more hooky that is. There's a clear result. There's a clear outcome. And it also speaks to that one niche. So rather than trying to speak to everyone, like that cannonball method, she's speaking to her audience and she's hooking them by having a really clear, desirable outcome. Does that make sense? So we want to make sure that we're spending time developing what the hook is. Do not undersell your lead magnet. This part of the process is the most important. In fact, it's even more important than what the content actually is in the lead magnet itself. The way you position this, the way you sell your lead magnet, and the way that you actually hook people to click on your landing page and to decide, you know what, I really want this. This is the most important element, okay? So we need to make sure that people feel like, oh my goodness, this is really valuable.